In today's video, I'm going to be building a terrible house and renovating it into a beautiful one. So I suppose I should look a little bit more musty. Oh!
How did this, what's happening right now?
I now look like a peasant dragged directly off the street. So yeah, this is basically like an episode of Home Makeover.
Open your eyes. You guys are gonna be fixing that.
I guess we should get started building the ugly house.
So the thing is with this, we can't just be like, oh, let's do this, there we go. Because how am I meant to turn that into a nice house? The rule with this renovation challenge is no deleting walls. So we've actually got to give it a half decent layout. So this can be our little lounge room or something. And then we'll have a hallway. Right, Reese's, we're meant to be making this ugly. Let's actually get started on the ugliness. We all know the perfect texture is rust. Oh wait, corroded metal? Since when have you been called corroded metal? Next up, these marble bricks. No, these marble bricks make me want to throw up all over the side of the street. And finally, linen plaid. What could be worse? This is perfectly matching my skanky, musty, broke avatar. Why do I look so filthy? Get in the shower. Normally, I'm all careful about painting all the walls. No, not in the ugly house. There we go. Next up, I suppose we need to decide where the stairs can go. And actually, this part here is sort of perfect. As for the floor, we're going to be doing this carpet. Can we even call this carpet? It looks like a river of poo. But honestly, it's kind of fun building so ugly. As for the roof, let's just have these mental. And imagine walking past this in the street. It looks like a poo castle. So I guess we should add the windows next. And the fun part about building terribly is you just don't even have to bother. Like, this front door's perfect. This is working. It looks disgraceful. Anyway, we're back in Trashville. What car should we give them? Honestly, this one. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're not done out this front bit. It's time to do the gardening. And for once, I want the floor to go mental. Chicken oriental. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. As for our fences, we're going to use chained up fences. And as for our garden, we're going to use weeds. Sorry, I need to stop with the evil laughing. It just feels so good to just let loose for a video. I don't have to be perfect today. As we go inside then, what's this gonna be? I think this should be the study. So what's the most musty desk we have? This. And it's gonna be all broken down. You ain't getting a good chair. What do you think? This is the Ritz? By the end of the video, it will be the Ritz. But for now, it's Poo City. And you know what? This person is a startup channel. They're gonna be making their YouTube videos off the floor. And then by the end, they're gonna be living in a luxury mansion. Let's just add a quick bathroom up here in the corner. Now in here's gonna be the laundry room. Perfect! And you know, maybe we have a cooking channel. Maybe we need to make a gorgeous kitchen. And with that, guys, the ugly house is done. So shall we go and look at it before we renovate it? Is it just before we turn back into rich, elegant, sexy Reese's? We have to go and look at the ugly house that we have just built. Also, what is this hairstyle? It's exposing the fact I have a floating neck. Anyway, as we go in, oh God. Oh, goodness gracious me. So first of all, we have the study. Oh, this is beautiful. As for the lounge room, we have a piano. That's all we need to kickstart our YouTube career. And then our gorgeous kitchen dining. Who needs a skylight when you have no roof? Oh, look, we have a bathroom. We have a bathroom. This is bedroom 1. And finally, bedroom number 2. I wish I could be rich. Oh, what am I doing here? Guys.
It's time to renovate.
That's right, guys. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. So, as I said, I cannot change this layout, but what I can do is get rid of these little filthy rats that are flying around. And this grass can absolutely go. As for these roofs, do you remember me saying I actually kind of like them?
What the hell is the...
So, of course, we want this to actually be able to be a room, which means we have to be a little bit more, what's the word, sensible with the roof. We'd have to do it like this. And I'd say it was nice thick, but maybe just a little bit thinner. And whose idea was it to make the BLOXBURG arrows grey? It's so blibbing hard to find them. And guys, I'm being a little bit rogue here. I'm actually doing blue. This is starting to look like a little bit more of an acceptable house. I mean, I am thinking of switching up the garage roof. That one does still look a little bit mental. And guys, life hack. You know how roofs push through into the building? If you actually place walls either side like that, look, it stops it poking through. Isn't that magic? Absolute magic there. I mean, it does leave you with this unfortunate looking little gap, but that's easily fixed with a basic cube. And as for this little roof here, I actually think the original, God, what am I doing? I think this original roof was actually quite nice. But there we go. What a unique structure to the house. So I guess we'll put the fountain over here. We'll obviously come back to that. Let's first of all replace these atrocious fences. I was thinking a mixture of hedges with this tall, simple metal fence. Next up, on the ugly house, we were just being too disgraceful to even think of adding pillars. So we're going to add them now, and we'll also do that to the wall trims. Now, these lights inside are making my outside look disgusting. These lights were not in my vision for the house. Leave at once. So for our actual windows then, should we just use traditional? We never do this anymore. But is it just me, or do these look so bad? I think we should try factory instead. And do you know what I wish BLOXBURG would add? The ability to add windows into roofs. I know it'd be a little bit complicated, but I just think it would be such a good addition to the game. So instead, we are going to have to resort to a decal. My best bet is going to be looking up window PNG. I like this one. I like that one a lot, actually. The only thing is, how do we make it look like something's actually behind it? I do have a slight idea. It might not work, but it's worth a try. Basically, if we were to go and add like a really thin basic shape behind here, that has worked perfectly. Just before we go in and fix the hot mess that is the inside of this disgusting, terrible house, let's fix the garden. And we're actually going to be having a similar pathway. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe actually we could do something completely different here.
Different, it's unusual, it is.
And have the garage door coming off the side, and then going into this room, we could have windows. But the reason I want to do that is so that we can maybe have like a table and chairs. And then, yeah, let's have some patio sun chairs just down the side. And I'm like, a patio heater? What? I've never ever known this was in the game. That is sick. Although I don't think it quite matches today. And then I guess we could add a pool out the front. Why do I never think of this normally? And as for our plants going down the side here, I reckon just a bunch of the compact bushes will work out nicely. And I guess we could finish up this outside renovation with some new trees. I mean, in real life, I'm not sure if you can just get trees imported, but in BLOXBURG, you certainly can. Oh my gosh, we almost forgot about the fountain. And there we have it, guys. This is the new exterior. I am obsessed. And it's crazy what just a little bit of colouring and extra decoration can do. We actually forgot a roof out the back here, like an absolute idiot. We've also forgot to colour the whole back. And I was joking about the roof being a skylight earlier, but I actually want us to have one here. And there we go. So that should now be a beautiful skylight inside. First thing I'm going to be doing is replacing these staircases. It's unfair that my eyeballs have to look at that. It's too disgusting to even describe. So we'll be replacing it with the traditional ones. Dark taupe. That's what I'm talking about. You asked me what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about dark top. And oh god, everything in here like is just attacking my senses. Let's just fix all of this where we can. And what even? I was actually even trolling the underneath. Now this stairway here, it's been treated so badly. The only way I can think to repay it is with a chandelier. I mean, a big gigantic window would look good up there. Absolutely, darling. Absolutely. And to make the paneling go up the stairs, we can add this. In fact, let's just have this. Let's literally just have this. And just to add that little bit of extra detail, excuse me, there is no error here. I'm outlining this top bit with a traditional beam just to make it extra fancy. And while we're up here, we might as well block off this. Wow, that worked. I'm honestly convinced at this point BLOXBURG's never going to fix the roof glitching. I mean, to be fair, that was my doing. But the only way to fix them at this stage is with basic shapes, sadly. And I suppose up here we should probably be using the same paneling. Now, obviously, we can't get this onto the wall. However, we can get moldings on there. So, for example, if we use the standard square beam, we can get this pretty much perfect. And honestly, you would not know that is a basic shape at all. It just looks like there's a room in there. But instead, there's a hidden roof. Now, I have just realized we're gonna have to do that in here, but I ain't doing that now. I've spent too much time on a basic shape. We're now gonna select the new and improved renovate.
Can I do what?
Why can I not speak? The new and improved renovated doors, which are just basically going to be pine cone. But maybe we'll make them a bit brighter because I like to actually be able to see my doors. Oh god, I've mugged myself right off by doing this, haven't I? We're going to have that door annoyingly in the corner. I purposely put this right up in the corner. Oh no, this is a travesty. This is honestly a travesty. The only thing I can think of to make this better is putting a sofa so I can sit down and cry about what has happened here. And then I proceeded to decorate the rest of the hallways in sadness. And there we have it. This is the hallway den. Honestly, I was distraught, guys. So building this entryway has actually made me feel 10 times better. Like, how cute are the hallways in this build? So next up, we'll go into the kitchen because remember, that was the pretty important theme of this build. And you know, maybe we have a cooking channel. Maybe we need to make a gorgeous kitchen, the Gordon Ramsay style kitchen.
Just what do you want, a medal?
So I'm actually going to keep that rich oven because that is going to come in very handy. As for the floors in here, pretty much the whole room is going to be a kitchen other than this little dining area. As for the walls, this carpet texture is not bad at all. And I don't think I even want the living room connected to the kitchen. That was a bit of a stupid idea. And then we'll add these beautiful candles. Oh, this is giving Damon Salvatore. I love Damon Salvatore. And also, somebody commented the other day, they were like, why do you never talk about Stefan Salvatore? I love Stefan too, okay? Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that, it's basically this show called The Vampire Diaries. And it's making me want to make a vampire table right now. But I have just had a really out there idea. Shall we add fountains on the inside walls? No, that is crazy. In fact, we're going to make it look even more haunting in a minute. And we'll even have these candelabras built into the table. So now it's time to build this amazing kitchen. So it's sort of going to be a challenge to make it look like a homely kitchen, but also like have all of the best equipment in it. So first things first, let's go into appliances and look for the big dishwasher.
I feel like this could be a good thing to have in the kitchen.
And oh my gosh, these oval windows, do they remind you of something? Because they remind me of this oval window at the front. Now for once, shall we actually just paint all of the counters like wood? We never do this. We normally would do it a planked wood or a special type of wood. And wow, this really is a kitchen fit for Gordon Ramsay, isn't it? And now it is everybody's favorite time, the island bench. And you guys are about to be blown away. So I'm not adding one island bench, no. I'm adding two. And surprise, surprise. We need another basic shape. Can't place here. I think you'll find you can place there. Honestly, this house must love basic shapes. We've had to use them all over the shop. And oh my gosh, ew, what a horrifying shock that was. But I'm pretty sure if we use some structural beams in here, we can fix this up. Because I'm a bit of a fixer-upper. And wow, this is a fascinating roof design, but I really think I've made it work. And remember over here, we had a bookshelf. We must not have remembered to place a disgusting one over here because it was actually this gorgeous thing, which we can actually fill up with lots of different kitchen bits. As for the garage, we're basically just going to make it a very grand storage room. And let's upgrade the car to a nice, oh yeah, a nice vintage Rolls Royce, even though that is not what that is at all. And I always like to add traffic cones. I don't know why, just in case you suddenly become a member of the city council, at least you'll know what to do. And oh yes, finally, our little laundry room. So I'm actually going to keep one of the laundry basket just as a little memory. And oh god, what am I doing here? Oh god, help, help. I'm so bad at Bloxburg sometimes. And this is actually slightly different to my normal laundry rooms in the way that we're going to actually have the dryers separate. I said separate, Bloxburg. Don't be trying to connect them. And then obviously all the other bits and bobs that you would need in a laundry room. So the final, oh, I was going to say the final room, the lounge and the study. So I'm actually going to keep that piano, again, as a relic of the old house. And as for the office room, I actually think this deserves marble. Now, I've actually had a little idea. This bush is pushing in to our lounge room. So why don't we use these statues? I mean, I don't know what this is going to look like. Let's place them in and see. No, I like that, surrounding the piano. Oh, this is fancy schmancy. I'm not going to lie, I'm stealing all of the furniture off this console table. Ha ha ha! Either side, we could have some potted plants, but I think we should use some different ones. It's actually been so long since I've used these. And you guys know we need to stay smart in life. And the way to stay smart is reading books. And that is actually one of the truest things ever. Literally, just some coffee table books. What's that motion? The Art of Waving by Tutorial Tom, our boyfriend. Sometimes I forget about him. If you didn't know, I actually got another boyfriend in Cabin Crew Simulator called Justin. So if you haven't subscribed to the second channel and you're not watching my videos over there, go subscribe because they're interesting as hell. So here we are in the study and not me using the noob statues again. They just have a presence of power about them. Of course, we'll have some guest chairs too. And I know this looks like 2020. Don't get mad, okay? But there we go. That is the entire downstairs renovated. I cannot wait to go and look. So for this bedroom here, I forgot we had to fix this. For goodness sake. But there we go. If we just get rid of this lamp, as far as rooms go, this isn't actually that invaded. We've obviously got this little roof here, but there's nothing to do about that. In fact, I think since we don't even have a bathroom up here anymore, I think I'm just going to make this an ensuite bathroom. So to fix this, the only way I can think of is going to be to put a double bath and shower. Yeah, because a shower doesn't work, but a bath works a little better. And I know I keep talking about it, guys, but I'm so excited for the Bloxburg update that is coming apparently today. Obviously, if an update comes out, I'll post that video first. Anyway, this is, of course, going to be the kids' bedroom or the guest bedroom. I mean, basically, it just has a single bed. We are going to add wardrobes. And the one good thing about having this big, giant block in the way is that we can actually make the wardrobes look very built in. And as for the master bedroom, oh my gosh, I forgot the theme of this was YouTube. So let's quickly plaster all of this up. So let's give ourselves a 4-poster bed because what is screaming success more than a 4-poster bed? We'll add nice big windows on both sides, actually. And we can get rid of this old computer and upgrade it to... Wait, where is it? Where is it? Just wait. Wait. This bad boy. Oh, yeah, babe. And with that, the house is renovated. Let's go enjoy our new rich life. So, guys, the value of this house before renovations was around $30,000. Now, it's worth $300,000. This was the house before, and this is it now. Honestly, from the swimming pool, this is just giving a rich YouTuber. Like, I feel like Jake Paul in here doing some crazy challenge. But the shape of this house, hello, unique much. And then like this part down here, and just one more comparison for you. It is unbelievably different. I still can never believe, even to this day, how different renovations can make the house look. What's the meaning of these books? That's not a good start for the inside. What the hell? This was the before as you walk in, and this is it now. Again, more books. What the hell did I do here? But anyway, this staircase is so gorgeous now. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the house. I really am enjoying that. So the first room that you really have is the garage. What kind of garage layout is this? We really said different, unusual, and nice today. And then obviously in here we have our laundry room. As we go down the hall, we have the study. The study was disgraceful before, and now it is elegant. Do not get me wrong, it looks like all my other studies. I really need a new study design. So if any of you have any ideas for a new style I can do, let me know in the comments. But the lounge room, this was it before, and this is it now. This is of course one of the most obvious changes. We completely took out this doorway that went into the kitchen because I thought, what's the point in that? Again, we have a bunch of silly books poking through, but I did keep the piano. The grand piano. The kitchen dining before and the kitchen dining now is absolutely unrecognizable. I thought this was such fun, like building the ugliest house I could and turning it into the most beautiful house I could. This kitchen is stunning. I would love a kitchen this advanced, like with these ovens and then the vampire dining table. I mean, yes, we do only have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, but at the end of the day, before we literally had a scruffed up bed. So the first bedroom, we go through here. We've obviously fixed all of this roof sticky-inny business. It's quite a simple room, but it's still got that cozy, like, manor vibe to it. And it has its very own ensuite bathroom. And finally, whoever owns this house, this was their room before, and this is it now. I absolutely love the idea of the YouTuber and this just beautiful space. I hope you guys liked watching this renovation. If you did, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.